Where are we? All right, are we gonna rock it? Yeah. Wow. What's up, rockers of YouTube? Lone Star here at the NASA Space Center in Houston. I'm here with Violet. We're gonna go learn about space. It's a giant meteor. Ooh. Yep, that's a meteor. We'll go to the moon in our time. Well, that was a very inspirational movie. Makes me want to go to the space station immediately. Mercury 9. Gemini 5. Apollo 17 command module. It's the last of the mission. See those tight quarters in there? Get a little claustrophobic. Yeah. Gotta put your hands on it, huh? Put my hands on a piece of history.
We had a little hammer stretched across the instrument panel of
What's in there?
the acid engine. But it was comfort in one situation. But the thing that crossed my mind is I'm come all this way. And we're gonna be here for 3 days of my entire life. And I'm gonna sleep. Biologically, you have to get some rest.
And here they are taking samples from the moon. And there is the lunar rover. Or I'm sorry, the lunar... Yeah, it's a lunar rover. The Lunar Samples Vault. This giant door. What do you think they got in here, Violet? Moon rocks? Some moon rocks. And here's your control command console. It does not play Tetris. Here is the docking module. Reach out, touch my hand. The future of astronauts, the Robonaut. Sounds like a band name. Got their solar panels up here. The turbo boosters. Someone's controlling it.
Yeah, the control is upstairs.
Oh, they're up. The controllers are up there looking through cameras, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
pilot a space shuttle, Violet? Uh-oh, we're flying in after a long mission. Coming in for a landing. Nice and smooth, steady as she goes. You're up too high, you're too low. Oh, it's perfect. Mission accomplished. You know, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be in a spaceship and go to space. I think most kids do. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. But look at, we're on some type of space rock planet here. I don't know. It's just Martian landscape. Are you on Mars? Oh, you're leaving your footprint on Mars. There's a solar panel on the space station. Try to get one of these hooked up at my house. There's a model of the International Space Station. And this is the trouble with tribbles. They get a little out of control.
I know, right?
This is where they would sleep. If you were on a spaceship, Violet, this is where you would be. This is all the space you would get. Could you sleep in that?
Nothing go wrong with that every day.
You think you could live in there? As long as you had your video games?
Yeah.
You get a laptop, you can play games on that.
Let's do this. This stuff is really cold! Dad, how?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at Space Center Houston, and I'd like to welcome you all to a special presentation titled Living in Space. 360 bay window, and the most important part of any house today, the ISS has free Wi-Fi. And Emily from Miami, Florida, City of Ice, are you ready to begin your astronaut training today at Space Center Houston?
Yes.
So technically, we're leaving Earth, so I want you to go ahead and wave goodbye to all your family and your friends back home, and just like that, me and my friend Emily are going up in space. Starting off the bat, first second in space, you're gonna be like, oh snap, we're floating. And yes, on the ISS, you are in a weightless environment called microgravity. And that means Emily and I are going to be floating. And I'm gonna help you demonstrate how astronauts sleep in space, okay? All you gotta do is step onto this platform right here, okay? And all you gotta do is put one arm through this hole right here, the other arm through this one, and all Emily needs to do to have sweet dreams in space is zip yourself right up here, and where'd she go? Oh, and just like that, this is how astronauts sleep in space. Emily, what do you think this room is? And I'll give you a hint, it's not the mission control room. That's right. This is the waste hygiene compartment, or for all my kiddos out there, yes, this is a space potty. So Emily, say you're gonna use a toilet, all right? All you gotta do is lift your lid up, locate your toilet hole, and me and Emily are looking at it right now. The toilet holes in space are like really, really small. So aim is really, really crucial. Now, once you're sure you got that down, all you're gonna do is press this button in the back and flip these two switches, which will activate the suction, and then you're good to go. We do dispose of all our solid waste in space. We actually recycle all of our liquid waste. Emily, do you know what liquid waste is? Didn't think so. It's our pee, right? Your liquid waste or urine will go right here. It's gonna go through this tube into this purification bank in the back, and then it's gonna come out into this delicious drink that I call recycled urine. And some astronauts do call it acquired taste. I wouldn't really know anything about that, but recycled pee, recycled urine, it's not all that bad, right? You wanna try some today? Didn't think so. We're gonna do a quick little demonstration. because I want to show you guys what's different about space and Earth. If I had water in here and I squeezed all the water out, the droplets would fall straight to the floor. Simple. But what's not so simple is if I did that same exact thing, right? I squeezed all the water out, but instead of gravity, what if I inserted microgravity? Take a look. You'll actually notice that the water is not going to fall, it's going to float, but in addition, surface tension will now become the dominant force in space. Notice when two blobs of water come together, they actually merge and make an even bigger blob of water. And then when the water molecules come in contact with an absorptive surface like that towel over there, a powerful wicking action sucks the water right into the towel, almost like a sponge here on Earth. Now, what can we do with the ISS? Well, one improvement that the ISS gives us is medicine. When you're studying diseases or you're trying to cure things, you have to start at the foundation. You have to start at the cells of the disease. Now, these cells you'd like to study are really troublesome because they die so quickly. Their body weight crushes themselves and the cells die. The issue here is we can't study enough cells because they die too quickly. What's great about space or microgravity is that these same cells I just talked about actually thrive. They grow quicker, larger, and in 3 dimensions. This is a medical breakthrough because we can generate more cells than ever before and study them to a whole new extent, improving disease control, genetics, biochemistry, as well as organ transplants. It's that the ISS truly has the potential to transcend the human race and our future. In every sense of the phrase, the ISS is a stepping stone. A stepping stone to places beyond our Earth and past the moon. Further than the asteroids. And maybe one day to Mars. And in the coming generations, we might have the opportunity to send our astronauts to the billions of stars in our galaxy. All right, and I always look out for my volunteers. I thank you. I know you worked hard, you were really diligent, and you got tired and maybe a little bit thirsty. Because I always look out for my volunteers. I went ahead and got Emily her very own bottle of recycled urine. Because it does exist, and Emily could be drinking it today. You can hold on to this bottle of water and do whatever you want. With that being said, thank you all for coming and have a great day here at Space Cities.
So it's definitely crowded, but we're gonna go on the space tram tour and hopefully see some rocket ships. So far we've learned how to use the bathroom in space. We made it on the tram. They're gonna put us on a rocket ship.
Actually, if you have to look off to your right, you'll be able to see some deer. Now, this family of deer over here is just...
It's our first stop on the tram tour. It's a little sweaty out here. Hopefully it's air conditioned for the astronauts.
Smile, I'm your building host for this stop on the tour, and I'd like to welcome you here to the Shuttle Avionics Integration Laboratory. Now, I know that's a really long word, so we can just say SAIL, because everything has an acronym here at NASA. Now, of course, before we do go upstairs, there are just a few things that I'd like to tell you and sort of give you an idea of what you're going to be looking at. Now, you're going to be looking at a large mock-up of the space shuttle. Now, this is a 60-foot long cargo bay that you'll be looking at that's completely gutted out so that you can understand the electronic components of the space shuttle.
And instrumentation. A team of 350 contractors and NASA personnel analyzed the ISS to determine whether they passed or failed, then make programming adjustments as necessary. Sail's perfect replica of an orbiter.
Here's one of the space shuttle simulators. With the space shuttles out of commission, it makes you wonder how they get food and supplies up to the space station, and I guess that's where SpaceX steps in. Well, the tour was a little boring, but at least we're gonna see some rockets, yes. This thing. USA, USA.
That's like so hot.
It's almost too large to put in my frame here, but as you can see, this back section of the Saturn rocket is just fuel alone. And that section breaks off, and then this section takes over. And stage 2 breaks off, and stage 3 takes over. Look at that engine right there. Super powerful. Here is the command and service module. All I can tell you is this thing is massive. Let's see just how large it is. Way back there. Beep, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Ground control to Major Tom. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Major Tom! Helicopter coming to pick them up. Their successful mission. You can see the shock absorbing system for these big rockets here. One massive rocket.
I want to thank you for taking the time for visiting NASA's Johnson Space Center.
So Violet, that was a long tour. It was mostly buildings, but at the end we got to see the Saturn rocket. What did you think?
It was out of this world.
Really? This is home for some astronauts.
That looks so real. That's actually scary.
But that's a whole yeah. What else would
These are the sleeping compartments.
look?
Use the bathroom. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, there you go. And this is where you shower up. Pressure suit. All right. Yeah. Independent Plaza. Ba, 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 ba. Wow. Let's go up inside that. Here we are. All right, let's take a look at this cockpit here. As you can see, it's tight quarters for these astronauts. Really cool. Violet, what do you think that is right there? What do you think that is right there? It's a satellite. We're heading out. And here's the Mark V spacesuit, built to withstand space debris and whatnot. Here's the spacesuit for the space shuttle crew. Here's the spacesuit for the moon landing. I was always curious about these helmets. You know, when they first went on the first mission, they had glass dome helmets. But then on the surface, they wore these. So I didn't know if there was an attachment that went on. It's just something to look up, maybe research, but definitely a really cool suit. So they have a robot serving ice cream. You want an ice cream? Excellent. All right, let's see what it'll do for us. Cup. Chocolate, we want vanilla. You can see your reflection for your ice cream. Yours should be pretty easy. All you want is sprinkles. Oh yeah. Grab your spoon. Order up. Please enjoy. Well, that's our trip to the NASA Space Center. I hope you liked it. It was pretty awesome, huh? And you got a space doggy. Woo! Anyway, we're gonna wrap up our video, upload something cool to watch. If you like what you see, please subscribe and have the most rockin' spacey day.